Dark Spectre Designworks. We make it. Howdy, folks. Today we're going to be taking a look at NECA's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X Universal Monsters, Leonardo as the Hunchback, and Michelangelo as the Mummy. So when they announced this line, I was pretty damn excited. One of my favorite iterations of the vintage toys was their also crossover with Universal Monsters. I think they did 2 waves of that. Got Raph earlier in the year. Review up in the corner if you'd like to check it out. I was pretty pleased with him. But when they announced Leo as the Hunchback, I was a bit confused because not only is the Hunchback not a very interesting monster, Leonardo as him really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, I guess Mikey as the Mummy is fine. That doesn't really hurt anything or anything. But then they announced Donnie as the Invisible Man, which I guess kind of makes sense, considering he was a scientist. Mikey's not really a scientist, but a fixer or a tinkerer or whatever you want to call him. But he does machines. But then they announced and showed Splinter as Van Helsing, which to me doesn't make any sense either. And it's a really boring, unimaginative figure. It's just the movie Splinter with a hat and a jacket and some weapons, and I don't know. I don't dig it at all. It's very lazy. Now what I think they should have done with Splinter was make him the Wolfman. How cool would that have been to have a giant, quote-unquote, were-rat? And maybe it's a little nonsensical, but... So this line, as a whole, has kind of been a, I don't know, crapshoot or whatever. But with all that being said, I do have to say that obviously I've opened up Leo. I do have to say, just as a figure, as a fun, cool, interesting figure, pretty fucking awesome. He's got some really interesting accessories and gimmicks and great sculpt and paint and all that stuff, but yeah, I still don't like Leo as the Hunchback. I tried to think, because I mean basically you can just repaint their bandanas and change the characters. I tried to think what could be done to do that, but I don't know, maybe make Mikey the Hunchback, maybe make Leo Frank, keep Donnie as Invisible Man. I don't know. All in all, just kind of crappy pairings from monsters and turtles in general. So, I may just get the 4 turtles and call it a day. April as the bride of Frankenstein is hitting now as well. She's fine. I mean, I really don't know what else they could have done. I mean, it makes perfect sense to make her the bride, but I don't know, she's kind of boring as well. But I mean, there's really, like I said, there's kind of is what it is with her. And then it's also rumored that that Shredder and the Foot are going to be vampires. So I'm assuming Shredder would be Dracula and the Foot would be like minion vampires or whatever. Which isn't necessarily a terrible idea. Kind of makes sense. But the only issue is that what is a vampire's defining characteristic? His fangs. What does Shredder and the Foot wear? Face coverings. So unless they make them like mutant, crazy, weird vampires, which even then they would just look like, I don't know, Bane. They wouldn't even look like vampires, but I don't know, it's just kind of a weird decision process that they've gone through with this, but I guess rant over. And we'll take a look at Leo a little up close here in a second, but we can take a look at the packaging. Do have to say this is fantastic artwork. Those are not pictures, those are actually paintings. I forgot the gentleman who did them, but I will throw it up here if I find it. Cool movie poster homages on the back. The sides. Some previews there. Oh, that's Splinter there. on the right, and there's, yeah, Donnie as Invisible Man, which they showed at SDCC, and there's Bride April. So obviously we opened up Leo already. But thank you to my buddy, Mr. Teneme. He got the Mummy a little earlier than some. I think he's actually hitting stores now, but I'm a little late. So he lent me this so that I can review him with Mr. Leonardo. Yeah, let's crack Mr. Mikey as the Mummy open. Okay, well, I think that loosened him up a bit. But, let's see here. Bum, bum, bum. Let's start out taking a look at his accessories. Comes with a couple little extra wrappings you can place wherever you would like. Arms, hands, legs, wherever. Get 2 of those. A little bit of a more flexible plastic. He's got some splayed out hands in the package, and then he's got a pair of fists. Nice paint detail. He's got a pair of grippers, weapon holders. It's again, nice paint and sculpt and all that stuff. He's got some Ankh chucks, I guess was what you would call these. It's a cute little clever idea, I guess. Real metal chain, much appreciated. Nice paint sculpt detail. He's got a pair of those. It also comes with a little cobra. Once again, nice paint and sculpt. It looks like there's a bendy wire in there. Starts about here. And goes to about an inch from the tail. And then one of the coolest things about this figure is he comes with a decayed head. And I don't know if they officially said this or not, but I think this is supposed to be homaging that kind of viral picture that went around of the, I don't know if it was 1990 or Secret of the Ooze, animatronic costume head that kind of rotted to time. But this is actually what it looks like. I'll throw a picture up if I could find it. I'm sure I won't have an issue. But, yeah, great sculpt. Nice paint detail. He's got a big hole in his head. Wide, creepy eyes. Some gnarly teeth. Some rot around the mouth. Nice dirty bandages. And let's move on to the figure itself. So here's the head that comes on him out of the package. Nice little grimace. He's got one eye closed, one eye kind of droopy. Once again, nice paint sculpt. He's got some little warties. It's a little loose. And for articulation, looks like it's got a double joint there. Nice tilt. Tilt to the left. Pretty far down. Not too much back, shell gets in the way. But you also got a 360. Exorcist style. Really nice bandage work. Nice paint detail. The green of the arms. The flesh tone. Movie TMNT movie elbow pads. Let's work on the hands there. Get a little close up of his nails. Arms can go up to about that far. Down to about there. You got double jointed elbows. This isn't mine, so I don't want to push it too far, but you can get it to about there. And horizontal hinges at the wrists. And all the hands are the same. Usually back lives don't matter. I said back, don't get cute. He's got some really cool carvings in his shell, like Egyptian hieroglyphics, and there's actually some different colored washes in there. It's like a bluish in there, almost like a purplish in there. That's kind of cool. Little foot logo. Some shurikens. I don't know what that is on his butt, but it continues onto his belt, which is nicely sculpted and painted. A little bit of a wash there. Some Mummy Mikey butt, or crotch. Is there any movement in the torso? Usually with turtles, well, there might be. Let's see. Oh. No, they're kind of... I don't know. There's a tiny little bit of shimmy in there. Basically none, though. Which is fine. I get that. Nice gold nice gold detail on the belt there. Some more carvings and stuff. There's the Eye of Horus. Another Eye of Horus. Bottom of the plastron there. I think that's right. Plastron. That's the underside of a turtle shell. Got some nice detailing on the bandages on the legs. Flesh tone peeking through. The NTMNT movie or knee pads. Kind of the same thing going on to the shins and feet. Looks nice. His legs can go, wow. Not to steal Robo, but better than some Spider-Man. Forward a pretty decent amount for the shell being in the way. And then like a lot of NECA, I think he's got that rotation on the joint there. So he's got a double jointed knee. Get you to about, oh, I would say that's about 91.6 degrees. And then the foot can go way back. Pretty decent forward. And a nice rocker. So yeah, overall Mikey's quite nice. But let's move on to Mr. Leo, okay? Okay, here's Sir Leo. One thing that's cool, as you see him right here, he is literally holding all of his accessories. And you may be asking, what? Does he only come with a few things? No, he comes with a ton. But this is the coolest part of the figure. He has storage capability in his shell. I'm assuming this is a callback to the vintage line, but everything's just going to kind of fall out because I kind of shoved it in there. But it does fit. Whoops. What else is in there? Okay. We'll go over these. Okay. So Leo comes with this little brain in a jar, which is awesome. These little dials, some little tanks here. And what's very cool is not only does the lid open, but the brain plugs into it. Nice detail on the brain itself. Yeah, you know, a lot of times if you get an accessory like this, you know, the brain would just float around in there and look silly. But they actually thought ahead and put a little peg in there. It just looks like it's floating around. That's cute. It comes with a shovel. You know what? I have to double check. He might have came with 2 shovels. I don't know what the hell he did with the other one, though. If he did, I will throw a picture of it up here, but I'm not sure. Sorry. Comes with a bone. This is a femur. Leg bone. I don't know. Nice paint detail. A little crack in the middle. Comes with a little skull. It's cute. Nice sculpt. A little bit of a wash. Works quite well. Comes with a pair of fists. A pair of pointers. Good. He's got splayed out and gripping hands. Then he comes with a pair of katanas. It's nice. Nice little rivets detail in there and some rustiness. Nice wrapping and little like flail ball end thing here. And then he comes with some flame effects for the ends of the swords. That should look okay. I mean, nothing special. I'm assuming this is supposed to emulate, like, you know, they're coming after him with pitchforks and torches or whatever. That's Frankenstein, but I think, but.
Stop!
Some nice. Once again, I mean, I've said this probably 72 times in this review already, but nice sculpt, paint detail. He's kind of got like a one doopy eye, kind of looking over to the left, and then another eye looking up, which is appropriate. He's got some gnarly exposed teeth with his weird little grimace. Got some barnacles, or I don't know what those are growing on his head, warts. Some bushy eyebrows and a little goatee. Got some nice stapling detail there, kind of similar to Frankenstein. And he's kind of permanently hunched over, so his head just pretty much just rotates on there, but it's got a decent amount of range. Look up, down, left, right. And then he's got like a canvasy shirt on. Nice detail in there. A little wash. He's got his strap like he did in the movie with the single shoulder blade. Oh, there's the other shovel. I forgot I stuck it in his belt there. He's got a little bit of a rope keeping his shirt closed up. Little bug action. Reminds me of like the old Playmate toys. The arms can go up to about there. Push it. 360. double jointed elbow. Get you, I don't know what that is. Less than 90 degrees. He's got a little band around his wrist here. Be careful when you're changing the hands. Got some little staples on his hands there too. It's cute. And his shell is just freaking awesome. Got a big hinge here. That's actually functional. Gnarly detail. He's got little warts and nodules all over the place. Some nice rust detailing on the bracket there. He's got a really cool lock, which is not functional, but looks cool nonetheless. And then this just pops open. There's the hinge. There's a little spider in there, which is cute. And now I'll show you how all the stuff fits in here. The skull has a little hole in it that plugs into here. And then the brain canister also has a hole, and that can plug into here. A little difficult to get in there this way. There we go. The bone can pop into there. Maybe it's this way. Maybe not. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Bone can go in there like so. And then I think one of the shovels can fit in here as well. Maybe not. There's a little indentation here. Definitely not that one. Okay, so the shovel can go in there like so. And then it's actually probably be easier to show with it closed. The swords can sheath right in Z. And then they are supposed to come out the other end. I wonder if... Yep. Let's take this guy out first. And then the other sword. Sheath in like so. So let's throw the shovel in there after the fact. Make life a little bit easier. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty darn cool if I do say so myself. I'm always a big fan of figures being able to store all their accessories all at once. And then, yeah, you could throw the hands. I don't know if everything would fit set up like this, but... Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't notice that before. He's got some, like, dirt and stuff on the underside here. Let's close him up. He's got some jeans on, I guess. Some nice detail in there with the staples again. Some bugs on the knee pads. Some cool detail there on the anklet. A little bit of a chain there. Leo toes. He's got an OnlyFans. The hips go out to about there. Pretty impressive. Forward to about there. Shirt gets in the way. Back pretty damn far. Got double jointed knees, but they basically don't exist. You get like, you know, I don't know. You really push it. About there. Feet really can't go up too much, which actually hurts them a little bit. They can go back a decent amount. And he's got a rocker. Now, one issue I do have with this figure is, well, it's really not that loose, but his hips are pretty damn loose, which sucks because he's so back heavy. But I haven't really quite decided where I'm going to put these in my collection yet, but I just kind of had him sitting on in a random area, and he did not fall over. So, yeah, just maybe kind of pitch him a little bit forward. The shirt does help to keep the legs stable, and then you kind of shift the weight forward. So, and this review station isn't very stable. So, but yeah, like I said before, as a figure itself, he's fucking incredible. I mean, he's so interesting and cool. I just don't think it's a good fit for Leo. So, if you have ideas of what, like, your ideal versions of these characters would be, please comment below, because I'm curious what people's thoughts are. But yeah, let's see how they look with some other figurinos. Uno momento, por favor.
After the messages, we'll be right back.
The castle of the chicken McNuggets.
What are you making?
Sauce. We're using my mummy's recipe.
Mummy,
This better be good.
It'll be great.
Does your daddy have a recipe?
Now you can get McDonald's Happy Meal pails for
Halloween!
There's a pumpkin pail, a witch, and a ghost that glows in the dark. You can get a different one each week until
Halloween!
Back to the show.
Alrighty. There they are with their line mate, Raph as Frankenstein. This is one issue I really didn't notice. I've seen reviews on pretty much all these from other folks, but Leo's huge. Like, he should be bulky, I get that, but I mean, his shell comes up to like Mikey's head. Like, that's just goofy. And Frank and Raph, whatever you want to call him, should be way taller. I know the turtles are a little shorter in general, but still, let's see, Leo to the top of his, sheathed, let's go a little bit farther, sheathed swords, katanas, he's about 6.5. To the top of the shell, he's about 6.25, and to the top of his head, well, about 6.25 as well. Mikey is about 6.25 as well. And here he is with the new-ish Venom from the Null 2-pack. Here they are with a deluxe class Transformer. This is Studio Series Bumblebee Movie Brawn, which I wasn't going to do a custom of, but of course they just announced that they're going to do a G1 version, which is what I was going to turn him into, so now I'm not. He's still a really cool figure, though. Well, alrighty, that about wraps it up then. Enjoy some Glamour Shots here. Thank you very much for watching. Have a fan-freaking-tastic day. The YouTube and Patreon thing, if you don't mind. Much appreciated. Bye.